जय हिंद दोस्तों, आप सबका स्वागत है साइंस वाला में। आज हम देखने वाले हैं नवनीत गाला का साइंस का क्वेश्चन पेपर 1 सेक्शन सी। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं।
सेक्शन सी जो है वो है 18 मार्क्स का। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन सेक्शन सी का, क्वेश्चन नंबर 38। व्हाट इज कॉल्ड डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन? एक्सप्लेन विथ एग्जाम्पल। आंसर: फर्स्ट पॉइंट, केमिकल रिएक्शन इन विच मोर रिएक्टिव एलिमेंट डिस्प्लेस लेस रिएक्टिव एलिमेंट from its compound is called displacement reaction. Both metal and non-metal take parts in displacement reaction. Every metal has different reactivity as compared to others. Based on this, metals are categorized based on their reactivity in their reactivity series of the metal. For example, आयरन डिस्प्लेस कॉपर फ्रॉम इट्स कॉपर सल्फेट सॉल्यूशन। इक्वेशन यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है। क्वेश्चन नंबर 39, राइट द पॉइंट्स ऑफ डिफरेंस बिटवीन मेटल्स एंड नॉन मेटल्स ऑन बेसिस ऑफ केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज। देखो यहाँ पे स्पेसिफाई किया गया है केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज, नॉट फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज। तो मेटल्स का पहला पॉइंट, दे आर इलेक्ट्रोपॉजिटिव। नॉन मेटल का फर्स्ट पॉइंट, दे आर इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव। मेटल का सेकेंड पॉइंट, एक्वास सॉल्यूशन ऑफ मेटल ऑक्साइड आर बेसिक। नॉन मेटल का सेकेंड पॉइंट, एक्वास सॉल्यूशन ऑफ नॉन मेटल ऑक्साइड आर एसिडिक। मेटल का थर्ड पॉइंट, हाइड्रोजन गैस इज इवोल्व्ड व्हेन मेटल रिएक्ट विद डाइल्यूट एसिड। थर्ड पॉइंट नॉन मेटल का, हाइड्रोजन गैस इज नॉट इवोल्व्ड when non-metal react with dilute acid. Fourth point metal का, oxide of metals are basic in nature, example Na2O. Non-metal का fourth point, oxide of non-metal are acidic in nature, for example SO2. 40th question, explain the extraction of metal lying at the middle of the reactivity series. First, the metal in the middle of the reactivity series such as iron, lead, zinc, copper are moderately reactive. These metals are usually present at sulfide or carbonates or in nature. It is easier to obtain a metal from its oxide as compared to its sulfide and carbonate. Initially, metal of sulfide and carbonate are converted into the metal oxide. So in that roasting क्या होता है? The sulfide ore are converted into oxide by heating strongly in the presence of excess air. This process is called roasting. Example दिया हुआ है यहाँ पे, ZnS plus 3O2 in the presence of heating gives 2 ZnO plus 2 SO2. Calcination, the carbonate ores are changed into oxide by heating strongly in limited air. This process is called calcination. Example, ZnO3 in the presence of heat, ZnO plus CO2. Further, metal oxide are then reduced to corresponding metal by heating with the reducing agent like carbon. ZnO plus C in the presence of heating gives you Zn plus CO. 41th question, what is reflection action? Give example of reflection action. How do involuntary actions and reflection action differ from each other? Reflection action क्या है? First, reflection action is involuntary instant action without the involvement of brain for bringing about important reaction needed for survival. Example of reflection action, removal or withdrawal of hand or leg when anything sharp or hot touch unknowingly. Coughing, seasoning, movement of diaphragm, mouth start watering when smell of favorite food is there. Difference between involuntary and reflex action are as below. First of all, involuntary action. These are controlled by medulla, a part of hindbrain, such as a heartbeat, breathing, etc. Reflex action. These are controlled by spinal cord in general. Such action are condition of emergency, pull of hand away on touching the hot object. 42 question. Explain a sexual reproduction by binary fission method with a diagram. First point, unicellular organism divides to form new individual. The process of cell division is called fission. Fission is the simplest method of asexual reproduction in unicellular organism like protozoa and bacteria. Binary fission, the organism which split into two equal halves during cell division. Example, amoeba. Splitting of amoeba into two halves takes place in any plane are as below. देखो यहाँ पे स्टेजेस दिए हुए हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल दिस पेरेंट अमीबा है, सेकेंड स्टेज में उसका स्प्लिटिंग हो रहा है न्यूक्लियस के अंदर से, धीरे न्यूक्लियस स्प्लिट हो गया सेकेंड थर्ड स्टेज के अंदर, फोर्थ स्टेज के अंदर अच्छी तरीके से स्प्लिट हो गया और फिफ्थ स्टेज के अंदर हमें डॉटर अमीबा मिली. इसका एक्सप्लेनेशन नीचे दिया गया है. एज shown in above figure, parent amoeba are mature and it started splitting. Initially, the nucleus of the amoeba start dividing and slowly divided as shown in stage 3. In stage 4, nucleus of amoeba had splitted and now only their cell are left to split. In stage 5, the two daughter amoeba are obtained after splitted from the cell body. 43 question. Describe the method of control human population. There are mainly three methods to control human population. These methods are called contraceptive method. Very important. The methods are mechanical barrier, second chemical method, third surgical method. First of all, mechanical barrier पे थोड़ा डिस्कशन करेंगे. In this method, copper T loop, diaphragm worn in vagina and condoms are used. This method is used for both male and female. Sperms are prevented from entering in female genital tract to reach in oviduct due to barrier. Chemical method. In this method, the pills are used which are made up of hormones. It is only useful for female. It inhibited to release of ova. Surgical method. In this method, vas difference in the male is blocked. Sperm transfer will be prevented. In female, fallopian tube is blocked. The egg will not able to reach the uterus. In both cases, fertilization will not take place. 44 question. Explain the phenomena of refraction by a rectangular glass slab. Fix a sheet of white paper on drawing board and place a rectangular glass slab on it. डायग्राम यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है, आप देख सकते हैं. Mark a outline by ABCD. Next, light ray EF enter from air to O into glass slab. It bends towards the normal N and S. This is the first refraction. Now light travels in glass slab and fall at O dash point and enters from glass to air. It bends away from the normal M dash and travels along GH. This is second refraction. Here angle of emergence R2 is equal to angle of incidence I1. The ray of light is splitted side away slightly. This is lateral displacement and is represented by O dash L. From this, it is clear that light travels from a rare medium to denser medium bent towards the normal. Light ray travel from denser medium to rare medium bends away from the normal. Emergent ray is parallel to incident ray but slightly displaced side away. 45th question. With a net labeled ray diagram, describe the position and nature of the image formed when an extended object is kept between f1 and 2f1 in front of a convex lens. तो पोजीशन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट कहाँ पे पहले लिखेंगे, पोजीशन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट बिटवीन f1 एंड, डायग्राम यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है, पोजीशन ऑफ द इमेज on the opposite side of the object and beyond 2f2, nature of the image real and inverted. 46th question, derive the formula of equivalent resistance for series combination of resistor. डायग्राम बहुत ज़रूरी है, इंपॉर्टेंट डायग्राम है, वो बहुत ही सिंपल है. एज shown in above diagram, resistor R1, R2, R3 are connected in series. The current flow throughout the circuit is same. The voltage is different at different resistor, that is V1, V2, V3. Total voltage will be equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. इसे हम इक्वेशन 1 बोलेंगे. According to the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, तो फिर क्या होगा, V1 is equal to IR1, V2 is equal to IR2 and V3 is equal to IR3. I सब में कांस्टेंट रहेगा क्योंकि I चेंज नहीं हो रहा. अब इन सब वैल्यू को हम इक्वेशन नंबर 1 में प्लेस कर रहे हैं. IR1 प्लस IR2 प्लस IR3, I कॉमन हो जाएगा राइट साइड से, I कैंसल, R इज इक्वल टू R1 प्लस R2 प्लस R3 बचेगा. द फॉर्मूला ऑफ इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस फॉर सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ रजिस्टर इज R इज इक्वल टू R1 प्लस R2 प्लस R3. हेंस टोटल रेजिस्टेंस इज मोर देन इंडिविजुअल रेजिस्टेंस. तो यहाँ पे सेक्शन सी कंप्लीट हुआ है. नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मिलेंगे सेक्शन डी के साथ. तब तक के लिए जय हिंद.